Hello everybody, welcome on back. And to start it straight away off, thank you very much to my friend Onyxanaki for the tier 1 subber for 9 months. Very generous of you, sir. Very kind. Good to see you getting back into streaming as well, buddy. It is good to see you back. I think your peeps have been missing you deeply. So I think they're very happy for you back, and it's good to see you back in it. I imagine it's going to be whenever you have time, because, well, I know time is the weapon, unfortunately. So, I can certainly respect that. This stream too nice because AHS stole my blood. Ah, damn. Okay. Well, I mean, that's one way of wording it. It was a donation, if memory serves. Unless you're telling me that a NHS doctor burst into your house, stabbed a needle into you, and just started draining you before you even could blink. Just grabbed you from the street and dragging you off and started draining you out. Wait a minute. Sounds wrong. That sounds a little wrong. It abducts me from work. God damn. Just grab you, drain you of your fluids, and then leave. Worse than a divorce. Oh, fucking hell. I'm glad it's Thursday. Holy shit, I'm glad the week's almost over. Oh. Hey, Neon. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome on in. Surprised to see you this early. Took more than usual because I signed up for the stem cell donor. Ah, right. Oh, they gave you the deep suck. The deepest of sucks. Yeah, man volunteered for that medical grade suck. Hey, Artemis. Enjoy your luck, buddy. Yeah, no, my man. No, I mean, I don't blame you. I must admit, it sounds strange, right? But I think the only time I recently had blood out that I felt kind of ooh, it was the last one I had. I wasn't even in the hospital. I was just there to get an appointment. Am I ready for Valentine's Day? Ah, yes, me, myself, you guys probably. I don't know. My right hand. Oh, no. Yeah, they politely called me a puny twink with baby veins, so I couldn't donate plasma. Don't worry, bro. Ayo, ayo. Rose banquet. Exactly. The most romantic thing you can do. You, yourself, and you. The other name for Valentine's Day, Singles Awareness Day. What a moment, indeed. It does. No, there is no lovers in my life at this point. Not at this moment. I am grotesquely antisocial, so I do not go out that much. I'll get my hands and knees. Hey, yo. God damn. I can respect the effort, Neon. I can respect the effort. Oh, I won't tell Rouge. Just sliding across the floor. I won't tell Rouge. But you know what they say, every hotel has a cock chair. I mean, what? Every hotel has the cock chair. Oh, fucking hell. Is they coming out like, what do you mean? Hey, Neo Absolution, welcome on in. Well, lads, of all the things you walked in on. Speaking of blowing a... What do you mean? You can't just start a sentence like that. What do you mean, because Smosh is submissive and breedable? have not listened to it. I have not heard. I was not aware they were making a new bit of music, you know? You know, we're starting off strong today. Getting some culture in, are you? Oh. Fucking hell. The streamer reacts content. Oh, no. No, you can't try and turn me into a React Andy. No, you can't do that. No. No, no, no. We can't start doing that now. Christ. I've done so well to not be that. Mostly because I'm stubborn and just don't want to do React content. I know it's like the go-to for a lot of people, but I don't know. I stream to yap and I stream to play games. If I want to watch videos, I'll do it at my own time. I have a lot of time to watch videos. If anything, one could argue I simply consume too many videos and not create enough. Rex dismissive people you won't believe. It's gone wild. Gone smexual. Although we can't do gone smexual now because YouTube won't like that. Yeah. No, it's just gone wild. Oh god. If I ever get to the point where that's what I'm doing regularly, oh god, don't. No. No shade towards people who do that all the time, but just not for me. I do the pog face. And pog it out, major way. Ah, I should use the bean for that. The bean can do. I can do a good pog face with the bean. I really do a big old. It's a big surprise. Now, see, if I was to do that properly and to do it any kind of justice, I would have to naturally start having a little drink. So I'm just adjusting my phone. There's a little drink on the side. This is sent. You have sent me a meme. What is this meme you have sent me, Neon? What is this meme? What the fuck? This is me. Hold on. We have to turn that off so I can actually check memes. Alright. Let's have a quick... Well, that was an experience. I'm Goku for real. Oh, for real. Get some Subway Surfers. Oh no. Right. Is it bad to say I'm not? I always see that stuff and I'm like, it bothers me. That's what I'm gonna do. Hey yo. Hey yo. What? Right, is it bad to say that whenever I see the Subway Surfer shit, I get annoyed? I'm like... It's like... No, just have the video. Well, I did the Subway Surfers as a redeem, or I did Neon's meme there as a redeem. But... Jesus, fucking Subway Surfers. Jesus Christ. God. Things have gone very wrong in my life if I have to start throwing Subway Surfers in mid-stream. I mean, it'd be funny as an ironic redeem, though, I guess. That would be funny. But, oh my god, if I unironically did that as, like, a thing. Oh, no. No. Yo, Valentine. That tune next to me is like... Christ. Oh, the 100 bits for 60 seconds. I need a keys redeem. Jingle some keys at them. Just, oh look, keys. Keys, the fucking keys. Just jingle them in my hand. Like my oak with cups. You seen the meme? I seen the meme. I see your meme. Fucking help me out. It's a very extra meme, but then again, it's one of your memes, so. Birch extra bit. Guys, I'm not even drinking tonight. I'm not even drinking tonight. That's right, I specifically turned off my desktop audio so you couldn't hear it because it was quite loud. I wasn't sure what to expect, so I thought I'd watch it without you guys don't hear it, just in case. Tony, I had to have my eardrums blown out. Wasn't that bad, actually. And was it? Ah, yes, the Entwives. The very obscure Tolkien lore. There are 3 women. There are many, though. They are rare. A rare thing. I alone. Lonely. You are the lone tree wench. You are the lone tree. The receiver of the seed, if you will. What am I saying? I'm not even drinking. I have no excuses for tonight. I scare with my romantic aura. Just too much, Neon. You're just too much. You're like when someone starts smoking and someone hands them like 20 cigarettes, you know? And they kind of like left because all the male ads were just kind of annoying. Shit. That's gotta suck a little bit. Reproduction stopped. No more trees. No more trees now. I think there's also just not that many, if memory serves. Like, there's just not that many at all. They're a rare breed. So, yeah. Oh, fuck me. I am yawning like a bastard today. I've made the mistake halfway through the week to sort of run for the bus once, because I was going to try and get it early. I managed to get it early because it was late. It was late, but it was early for me, if that makes sense. However, ever since then, my legs have been on fire. On fire. It's not a good idea. But be prepared on Val's I'll be there, Bob. No problem, Neon. No problem at all. See you in a bit, buddy. I feel like I should be concerned. On a fundamental level, I should be concerned. I don't know about you guys, but I feel concern grip me. On a major level. Oh, and also, thank you very much, the Neon Absolution, for the follow, by the way. 4 days ago. It's very kind of you. So I just noticed, I was like, oh shit, hang on, yeah, you followed earlier. So thank you for that. My apologies, I just, my blind ass, I just saw it. Hopefully I thanked you at the time. I'm hoping I did. That would have been Sunday. Well, if I forgot, it's a late thank you. Hopefully I didn't forget, though. My ass is sometimes forgetful at that time, yes. But I'm making so much sense right now. I'm making a lot of sense. My words make much sense. Yeah. Just go with it. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. It's not even over yet, it's the worst part. It is. And I've got a busy weekend, chat. I do. Because as you may remember, my dumbass decided I wanted to be a DM again. One of my players is even in the chat. Unfortunately for him, I will reveal nothing of the actual plot, and simply seed him red herrings to throw him off the scent. Gonna get... Nice, I like it. Don't worry, there's no rush on that side of things, because, well, I've got to figure out when I want to do session 1. And there's probably going to be a bit of extra prep I want to do. So, because it's going to be the big first one, right? I want to make it proper. I want to get a nice meaty session. And really kind of be something good. Although it has been a while since I've DM'd, so I'm probably going to be rusty as fuck, but you know, it's fine. We'll have a little test game, won't we, this weekend, so Hopefully, I'll be able to scratch all the rust off of myself. Hopefully. And then also remember half the rules, because it's been a hot minute since I've done Dark Heresy. I've been trying to read the rules where I can, but mind if I do an in-universe document from the Inquisition and Administratum? Yeah, you can do that, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind at all. You can do that, I'm not going to stop you doing that. Of course not. Of course you can do that, buddy. If you want to go that far, you can go that far. I'm not going to stop you. I would be a bit of a fool to say to a player, oh no, don't do an in-universe dossier for your character. Please don't make my job easier. No. I think, I don't know about the other two, I don't know, other than a little bit of backstory for Moss, and then Devil, I don't know what he wants to do for backstory stuff. We haven't spoke about that yet. Hopefully I'll get a chance this weekend. I'm thinking for our test game, it's going to be a little, what's the word I'm looking for? So, a bit of mini-sesh. What's the concept of character personality down? Well, that's good. That is a big part of it, so that makes my job easier. That's good. That's good. And to be fair, I can work with that. Plus, he's a seeker, which means he'll be good at getting information. I think my concepts are friendly. Indeed, indeed. I do find it interesting he went Seeker. I must admit I was expecting Assassin, but you know what? I appreciate him going Seeker because it means he's actually really good at, like, finding information, which is really useful. His aptitudes are cursed. They are for what he wants to do, yes. That is the problem, admittedly. If he was going Assassin, he'd probably have an easier time with his aptitudes, but I'm guessing, is he leaning a little bit more into finding stuff? I'm assuming. Meanwhile, Devil is a mystic who, admittedly, mystics can pick up lore stuff, so that's quite okay. And he's a psyker, which means he's got weapons that you guys won't have access to normally. Which could come in handy, to be fair. And just fairly decent in melee, actually. So, at least statistically, anyway. So I'm hoping between his ability to get lore stuff and the psychic abilities, and Master's information gathering, and your guys' tankiness, you should be fine. Should be just fine. Now, admittedly, as I was saying to you earlier, the armor won't protect you against warp-based fuckery. Okay. In what way? What things are you thinking? Because the armor will help you against physical threats, most definitely. Most definitely. You will be snug. But, obviously... but obviously it's... mental shit's gonna be still a problem. I checked that hitting in a 150 or lower was maybe a bit OP. Wait, what? What do you mean? I was in, like, what, can you actually hit stuff that easy? That's the thing you can do? Holy. Holy. That's some good shooting. I shouldn't mean shooting. Or melee, but still, that's pretty good aim. Pretty much can't fail a roll? I may have underprepared the test enemies for you guys then, if that's the kind of shit you're rocking. I guess you're rejigging it a bit, but... And I've got some little guys for you to fight. Yeah, if I shoot someone with a shotgun point blank going semi-auto, I have a roll. Holy! Shotguns hit really fucking hard. Even with normal shells. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there are other shell types you can get. Which, if that's the case, you're hitting like a fucking truck. I should pull this pull this thing here, because then I can look at the multi-stream chat as well. I just remembered my multi-stream chat, so I might as well have it facing me. So much looking at Twitch. And I can flick up to... Oh god. That's nutty. So minus 100 dodge just parry check against man. Fucking hell, man. That's a lot of that. Fuck, wow. You were really worried about me sending Space Marines against you, weren't you? You were very worried I was going to make Space Marines your first thing you're fighting. No, you don't need to worry about that. Unless... But no. No. Yeah, it's a bit much, so I'm going to sweep... Let's swap some talents. Fair enough. I still think the armor's a cool idea, and definitely leaning into the thicker armor. Not a bad idea at all. And again, like I said before, don't forget Dark Heresy has ways of hurting you that aren't physical. And there are many non-physical threats. And just simply slight malignancies and corruption and insanity that can befall you as well. But obviously, a normal gun shot to the chest is going to do nothing to you. What I need to get with this built, and it would let me reliably insta-kill Space Marines with the bloody shotgun. That's kind of nutty. Ain't gonna lie. No, I assume that would also require you to be nice and close, yeah? Unless you're using, like, slugs. I'm not sure if slugs would still utilise all that. Because they, I assume, don't have the spread rule. I'm guessing they don't have the spread rule. As much as IRL shotguns don't actually have that much spread, really, but... Yeah, point blank still. Yeah. I was going to say, you'd have to be point blank, right? I was going to say, if they're whipping out their Astartes pattern bolt guns, that might be a different story. Because they can probably pling you with them things from way away. But again, why would you worry about Space Marines? But it would be 3 attacks, 1d10 plus 21 pen 10. Holy shit. I forgot how deadly shotguns were. See, I was a bit worried because I was like, am I going to make something too dangerous for them? But now I'm thinking, I've underestimated you fuckers. Well, I don't know if the other two are as lethal as you. Like if you look at the standard cultist enemy, for example, you would kill several. They have 9 wounds and like 5 soak, 6 soak on the head, I think. Yeah, you would liquefy them. Like, the only thing they'd be able to threaten you with is their auto guns, but they wouldn't be able to hurt you because the auto guns don't have pen by default. And I've not give them, like... I'm probably not going to give them special ammunition, because if I was to use cultists, right, most likely they are leftovers of crew, or, like, random guys you'd encounter in, like a random ship that maybe just, like, got stuck there. Former slaves, for example, that kind of thing. They just got a shitty gun. Like a normal gun. You're walking in there with tank armor on your chest and head. I mean, don't get me wrong, you'd be an effective fucking stormtrooper type get-up. Walking in there and just blitzing them. Come to think of it, holy shit. If you had Scion armor... Fuck me, if you had Scion armor... Isn't Scion armor like... Is it something like 11 in everything or something silly? It's really strong if memory serves. So I'm going to rebuild, it's a bit more in line with combat with everyone else. A bit more versatile. That's fair, that's fair. Versatility is helpful. Is it like 9? Is it something like... Wait, what's guard give? 5 or 6. I'm thinking of power armor, aren't I? Still though, if you were wearing that with your armormonger talent, you'd be at what? Fucking 15, 16 AP armor points on you, which is insanity. That's a lot of armor. Like, I'm trying to think legitimately of what weapons could feasibly hurt you that wasn't the kind of thing that degrade weapon armor over time. Like, I'm trying to think now. I know there's stuff that degrades armor, but I'd actually have to throw that at you. I mean, 13 in the body's nothing to sniff at. Plus 5 is my tough. Jesus. Jesus. That's nutty. That's nutty. Holy shit, man. Yeah, it would be very hard to kill you. You seem to have a knack for finding these. You did this in, Death Watch. Yeah. You did this in Death Watch, if memory serves. Because if I remember rightly, you built a Iron Hands guy and kept stacking the machine perk, because you could. It's a complete accident. It's an accident, I swear. It's fine. I mean, the way I saw it was, okay, you're very armoured. How's your mental stats? Because there are many ways to be hurt in Dark Heresy, after all. And a bit tanky, he says. Just for anyone who doesn't know Dark Heresy, 13 in the body is very fucking tanky. You know, just to preface this to you. 13 in the body is, real thick. Just new Windows 24 fixes. Please fix the fuck-ass bugs. That's why I'm like, you're updating your Windows. That's fair, man. I've been putting it off, I'll be honest. Oh, we got Jaded. Fuck me, okay. And Resistance Fear. Okay, you thought about this. So, legitimately, I would have to hit you with psychic bullshit. Adamantium fit. Fucking hell, man. Also Lies of P DLC. Oh yeah, there's a Lies of P DLC with like a gun sword or something cool like that, if memory serves. That's the character. Damn it, the minute. Just planned. Okay. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you're gonna be a frontliner. You're gonna probably end up being the first one getting rushed by demons and shit. Yeah, oh, yes you did, didn't you? You did indeed. Heads up, let's use this guy. His head and shoulders. Moss has sent me his character picture. Nice. Nice. That works for me. And, ooh, media. I'll have a look at that a little later. So, I actually, plus 9,000 XP. No. I saw what you did with 1.5k. I'm not giving you that much. Onyx, what do you think this is? Black Crusade? I don't think Black Crusade gives you that much, actually. I think it's like 4,500 for Space Marine. About 5,500 for a human. I think you get 8,000 if you're statting it next to the extra book characters, because they're cracked. Legitimately, the book advises you to give your players more XP if you're allowing those more powerful characters. Legitimately. But yeah, Judas, I will have a look at that trail a little later. I will. I will indeed. Because I must admit, I stopped playing... So, for the old heads among you, you might remember, and Onyx I think would probably remember this actually, I was playing Lies of P at one point. It was actually the second game I ever streamed. Yeah, it was the second game I ever streamed. And honestly, it was a slog. And truth be told, I probably could have gone back and maybe carried on. I think I don't know. I think part of me got a bit miffed, because I was like, oh well, I've killed the King of Puppets. What now? And I just kind of got stuck. And so I just thought, I sort of just felt a bit tired, I think. But up to that point, I was actually enjoying it a bit. As much as it pissed me off sometimes. God, I remember that first one. Unless the penis my blood. God, honestly. That... I remember specifically that fucking clown guy at the start. That fucking clown. Oh, I hated that clown. And, God, yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Like the weird kind of Pope creature thing that had like an angel second phase. And the whole, like, infection going around in the alchemist skill. God, I remember this shit now. And then the whole... It was weird. Like, I felt like I'd started a new game almost. So I hit the second half. I one of my friends said that Elden Ring's better. The man is wrong. That's another game I need to go back to. Elden Ring. You may remember I was playing that on my weekends before. I won't lie though. Poke Creature was it was pretty cool. But, look, the run-up to that fight. Oh god, yeah, the run-up to that boss fight was bad. Honestly, some of the run-ups were worse than the fucking boss. But I do... Like, Liza P interested me because it reminded me of fucking Bloodborne. Which... Sony, please, can you do something good for once? Bloodborne. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that parkour. I remember watching you play it on Discord and how pissed off you were getting. I hadn't got to that bit yet at the time. I remember specifically because I was like, I remember what he did and how bad things were getting. So I'm going to try and remember that as I go up, because it just got crazier the further up you go. Like, oh god, it's like, it wasn't bad enough to climb, and there's the ball that comes down at you, and the little, like, the witches, or like, fish women throwing shit at you. Which made it even worse. Need park, yeah, I can do it. Parkour. I was in parking. I was gonna say, goddamn, what's Minecraft Drift Simulator or some shit here? I can't speak apparently. I clearly don't yearn for the mines enough. See, if I ever played Minecraft though, the old running joke I kept saying, it'll come back to bite me. This is the poor drifting the they're poor drifting the staff at my work. Oh wait, are they? They're poor diffing the staff. What do you mean? They increase the cost of car parking spaces more. The less pay you. What? So hang on. So if they're on less money, they pay more for parking. What? What? That's lunacy. That's actual insanity to me. I do not get it. It sounds mental. Let me look at this. Sounds like lunacy to me. Like delusional madness. They pay marginally less, but the increases are way bigger. Oh, this feels kind of dumb. I ain't gonna lie. That's fucking lunacy to me, man. I'm just imagining that. What fucking dystopian shit. Like, our lowest paid are having their cost increased by 600%. What the fuck? Ah yes, we're paying you less and also charging you more. This is dystopian. This is dystopian as fuck. Like, I'm shocked. I'm shooketh. And somewhat disgusted, honestly. This is like dystopia. Was the highest paid staff, 100 to 500,000 a year, have to pay by 20%. Right. Why is it not just proportional increase? Not... That's so weird. That's so weird. I've never heard of a place increasing parking costs on their lowest earning people. That's insanity. All that's going to do is make more people go, I'm not working in the office. That's all that's going to happen. More people are going to just say, I'm not coming in. I'm going to work from home. What grounds? You charge me extra for parking. The excuse is to encourage people to drive to work less, do more green. Ah yes, let me guess, you're not allowed to work from home then. What if you own an electric car? Or a hybrid? Are you charged more then? Because surely, you know, most of our lowest paid stuff mandatory have to come into the office, whilst the highest paid don't. Wow, fucking hell. That's dystopian as fuck. Actually, see, wow. I don't keep saying wow, but I don't. That's ridiculous. What was their solution? What, is it just carpooling? Is that the solution? Everyone getting the same car? You can have 1 month on the train for free. I mean... And then that's it. Bruh. Bruh. I mean, that's great for you, I suppose, because if they can give that to you, I mean, that's useful. And you entered into a raffle to get one a year. Yes, it... What? Ah. Vile. Actual... That is the kind of thing put forward by someone who has no bounds on reality. And has probably never worked a desk job in their life. Other than a manager. And that isn't really working, let's be honest. If you drive to work, you get one more ticket. Oh, okay. Your place is going to have some people leaving. And have a really hard time replacing them. Because when people come to a place and find out they have to pay to park at the place they work, that's a hard pill to swallow, as it is. And then when they find out that their boss pays less than them to park, oh yeah, that's gonna... People are gonna leave for that. They're gonna have a hard time replacing people who leave. I could see people leaving for that. I would probably look to leave a place if they pulled that shit on me. It's so dumb. Like, I get wanting to be more environmentally friendly. But I think there are ways to do that without fucking over the people who are doing most of the work. Because all it'll take is one other place next door to go, I'm not doing that. Lots of employees all of a sudden. So dumb. It's such a dumb idea, because at the end of the day, all it's going to do is just going to really piss people off. It's PR. I don't want to get what's it, but half of it's PR. Let's be honest, most people who push that shit is PR. Anyone who's like, what was the IRL word ban thing? What is this IRL word ban thing I can use my points for? Oh, hang on. Is that the... Let me have a look. Let me have a look. I think it's that you pick a word, basically, and I can't say it for, like, so long. I think that's what that idea was, if I remember rightly. It's one of Twitch's, like, default ones that you can add in. And I thought, that'll be cute. I'll add that in. I guess you can pick a word that I say a lot and make me not say it. If you feel like being cruel like that. I think that's the intent. Because providing benefits, that's not driving. Only interest in like, for driving. You ban that word. You gotta spend points on it, buddy. That's gonna take points, you see. I thought you were saving your points. You've got to consider, Judas, the cost of these actions. Anyway. You must consider the cost of these actions. Yeah, my work are kind of funny in that way as well. You have to pay for your benefits. So if you want, like, extra days off, it comes out your wages. It's 2k and also at 10k. That is true. You are at 10k. Oh god, you're at 10k. Yeah, I know, right? My place that, as you know, pays shit wages wants you to spend your wages on stuff. I think there's like a car scheme, but you'll never afford it unless you're on like a lawyer wage. And then there's extra days off. I know, I do. I've basically turned around and said, look, if this pay review ain't something substantial, I'm gone. I'm not doing another year. I might just go anyway, to be honest with you, because it's so bad. Like, I need to kick myself up the ass to go and do it, but like, job hunting is the most mind-numbing process I've ever done. I get so fucked off doing job hunting, right? Because imagine going to a place where you know the people you're speaking to haven't got a fucking clue what they're talking about. Like, oh, we need someone who's got 16 years on, like, insert thing that's listed for 2 years, or some bullshit like that. And just, oh, God. And half the time they don't explain the job very well at all. Or know what they're even after. It's ridiculous. Anyways, paid parking for jobs sucks. I used to have to pay a lot for parking because she worked there. You know, the hospitals over here do the same, and it's really dumb to me. Yeah, it always bothered me that. The hospital I stayed at, the staff there had to pay to park. It's like, what? They're doctors and nurses. Why are they paying? Why are they paying? Like, it's dumb. It's because the another company owns the parking. Enjoy your lurk, buddy. I do enjoy your lurk. Oh. But yeah, no, it's I've never liked that kind of thing. Personally. I've never been a big fan of it myself. Hide my Discord now that you look at it. So chat, have you prepared for Valentine's Day? Or are you like me, perpetually single? Or have you got a lover in the waiting? Be looking at my unplayed games in the Steam, knowing damn well I'm gonna play TF2 again. I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad thing to me. Personally, doesn't sound too bad to me. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, God knows the amount of games I've unfinished. I feel like I've played most of the games I have, except for maybe Witcher 3. I'm getting around to it, though. I say that about my pile of shame, buddy. I say that about my pile of shame. Do you know how long I've owned those Elder Corsair models, by the way? A while. Also, Valentine's Day, my planet got pushed because my GF got sick. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry to hear that, man. But it is that time of year anyway, just everyone gets fucking sick. I mean, I've not been 100% myself. I know you lost your voice for a little bit. Everybody's just getting sick at the minute. It is a sickness. Give more time to get something because I'm still. I mean, hey, no, there's a silver lining. You got a little bit more time. Just don't procrastinate on it. Don't do what I do and procrastinate because you have extra time. I used to not be like that. That's the annoying thing, actually. I used to be a very, do it in advance person. And I'm really not anymore. And it bothers me, but just, I've not got the energy to be a do it in advance person anymore. I can't explain it. cannot explain it. It's like I do my best to be in the dance, but now I'm like I have to kind of like give myself urgency. Like I know if I put a deadline for something too far back, it will never get done. But if I make myself do something like a little bit every day, or if I don't know, do something like, oh, I give myself like 2 weeks. That's quite close. I gotta work on it. But I know what you mean. It's like just I would have got it down, but I just didn't really get it. I mean, I'm terrible with gifts. I'm terrible with it. Some people I know what to give them, or have an idea what to give them. Right? There's some people you look at and you go, I know what you want, or have an idea what you want. But in others, it's just like, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a sucky thing. I think it's just some people. It's just like you're never sure what to give them, and obviously, you don't want to disappoint them. Like, so you're always like, "Ooh, I don't know. That might be good, but they might not like it." And, I'm a nightmare for this sort of thing. I know myself. The amount of times I'll just say to someone, if you want to give me something, just give money because I'll buy something myself. But when it comes to that kind of thing, you want to give something, right? You want to give a thing. I mean, I'm no love advice expert. Don't take any advice from me. My love life is tragedy, kind of bad, and left me messed up for a few years. Yeah, it's like I'm one of those people. I'll just buy something if I want it. Like genuinely, when Christmas came around, I'll be honest, this year or last year rather, when Christmas came up, I forgot it was even that time of year. It sounds silly, but it was just, excuse me, it was just so far behind me and my mind. To be fair, I think people can let me off. I was very, very sick. But I can't say I think about it very often anyway. And birthdays, oh god. Nah, I never even think about my birthday. I take it off, but that's it. So, perhaps one day, Cobra will have a Valentine's Day where he's not a complete single person. Maybe. Not anytime soon, but maybe. And then I too will have to think about such things. But you'll find somebody. You'll figure something out. Like you said, you've got a little bit more time now. Let's crack my neck a little bit. Ooh. Look at that posture checking. Did I have the posture check? I might have had the posture. If I haven't, I should. I definitely have a command for posture or some shit like that. 100%. Oh. Speaking of commands, it's good to see the name generators getting some work in, which is why I put it in. Especially for Total War, it's quite useful for that kind of thing. I don't know why, I completely lost my trail of thought there for a second. Completely blank. I don't know what it is today. Today is just a day for me. It's my own fault for falling asleep on the bus on the way to work. That was it. That switched me off for like half a day, easily. And I think whatever energy drink I had later in the day did not agree with me at all. So I'm gonna have to find a healthier way to get my energy back up. More long term, probably. I mean, the little thing I might drink helps, but sometimes that energy just don't come back. Especially when you're sat there somewhere you don't want to be. Ugh. Cold's not helping it. I'm sick of the cold, right. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm sick of the cold now. Like, it's been cold for a while. I'd like warmth. Some heat. It's a little bit of heat. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But, like, give me a solid 15 degrees? That'll be nice. 12 to 15 degrees. I'll take a 12 or 15 degrees. That's a nice bit of warmth. Not this, like, will it snow, won't it snow bullshit. Because I'm, you know, it's too much snow. It's like a little bit of snow's fine. Why we couldn't have had it around Christmas time, don't know. Had it in January instead. Now I've had it, it's like, okay, I've had the snow now. Enough snow. It just gets annoying after a bit. Especially when they don't grit around where I live. I think I'm of the mindset of it's nice to look at, but then I realise, oh god, it's just a pain in the ass to do anything and go anywhere. Such a pain in the ass. But it won't affect stream at least. That's one benefit. It won't affect stream. No. No. Ah yes, tomorrow I'm going to have to continue on as Arbold and hope that take 2 I'll be able to win, as we were very close in the essence to winning with him. Only problem is I got to war with too many people and got cornered, and I'll be honest, I couldn't take 4 armies. I didn't have the ward save for it. He had the regen to hold out for a while, but the problem with relying on regen is there's a thing called regen cap. And he had his regen cap. Which kinda sucked. But this time I have a few decent traits. So I'm hoping those traits will be enough to carry me. But I am going to have to think big-brained. I at least know I can access regeneration easily enough, so healing shouldn't be an issue. But I'll go get that ward save in a major way. I'm also thinking as well, until that point, Legendary has not felt very hard. But then I was informed that half the reason it wasn't very hard was because I was using troops that were disgustingly strong. So, of course they're going to win in melee. So if I do another Legendary playthrough, I need to find a different faction. Because Khorne is too easy on Legendary. It really is. It's way too easy. And if I wasn't playing a challenge campaign, where if I got defeated I'd restart the whole thing, I would have been able to continue that very easily. Very easy. But, nevertheless, take 2. It'll go fine. Trust. That won't be a take 3. Maybe. Possibly. I mean, I can guarantee nothing. Except it'll happen. Then Shogun 2, which I'm looking forward to actually. I am. A new thing. I'd say a new thing. It's a 10-year-old game, but new to the channel. Although that'll be playing on probably closer to normal difficulty because I'm newer to it, and also it's objectively harder than Warhammer. Like, way harder. Mostly because your units aren't, you know, fantasy people, they're people. They bleed a lot more. And guns insta-kill them, so, you know, it's a bit risky. Alright, so I'm gonna leave and go play Siege. Yeah, no worries, pal. Thanks for being here, buddy. Thank you for being here. Do take care of yourself and have a good game of Siege. Excuse me. I'm dying again. I swear, I have been coughing my fucking lungs up for half the day. Real good. real fucking good. But, you know, it's not like it's important or anything, like I have to talk for my job or my hobby. But, hey. Sadly, I've got no update on the outfit, unless I've just received something. Oh, data slate. Ooh. That's quite useful, actually. Thank you, sir. I have to look into that. I'm going to get some planning done at some point for my Dark Heresy game. There is much planning to do, and simply put, I need to consider deeply my options. Essentially, well, Onyx is rejigging his character a little bit, but I have a few. I've got a decently tanky guy with a shotgun who's pretty resilient to both being spooked and also dying to bullets. Although we might jig it around a little bit, so there's a few more variety. It's a bit less bullet immune, but still pretty bullet immune, I'll be honest. We then have the Seeker. He's a bit of a scout, sniper, but also good at finding things. We have a Psyker, who's a mutant, who's a bit of a beat stick in melee, and also mind bullets. Mostly biomancy, so he can do smiting. And also disguise himself. Thank God, because he's a mutant. He's got weird shit. And will probably gain corruption. A lot. Like, holy shit. So much corruption. Man is already tainted by chaos before we've even started the game. So, I'll be honest, it's going to be a long road. And he may very well fall to chaos. But not madness yet. None of them are crazy yet. Yet. Keyword. Though I believe he can deal some extra damage if he gains a corruption. I think you can choose to gain a corruption, which is a bit risky, considering gaining corruption is a fantastic way of ending your run. Since, you know, once you hit 100 corruption, that's it. GG. Game over. You get taken out. Although, if they all suddenly fall to chaos, I'll be honest, I'd be very happy to suddenly run a game of Black Crusade. Build their characters as chaos. And have a lot of their backstory be the prior campaign. Which I think could be quite fun. But only if it goes that way. I'm not going to force that kind of thing. That thing has to happen organically. But never say never, if it did happen. If any of them do fall to chaos and don't die, well, let's just say they could come back. Either as villains in their current campaign, or as playable characters in Black Crusade. Black Crusade's like Dark Heresy, but a bit older, and also play as Chaos guys. But you can also play as Chaos Space Marines, and it's the only time they're playable. You can play Deathwatch in Deathwatch, but that's it. There's Deathwatch and Grey Knight Hyrons you can have. Just adjust my phone a little bit. But that's about it for the Space Marine side of things. So, right, bear me 1 second, chat. I just need to run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Please, do not go anywhere. Sorry about that. Needed to quickly rush off, sort myself out. Oh, now, where was I? I don't even remember. Yes, my planning. So, as you may or may not know, we're going to be doing the Dark Heresy streams live, by the way. Just to let you know. What does that mean? Well, it means that what I plan to do, and this is the general plan, I've discussed this before, but we're getting closer to me actually doing it, so I want to just reiterate my current plans. So, we're probably going to end up doing these earlier. I'm going to nail down on Saturday when. I'm going to nail it to the wall so that it's very clear when we're doing these. I want to try and do it consistently on that time, but it might not be it won't be every week because I need time to plan. As any of you who have DM'd may know, and if you haven't DM'd, let me tell you, you do need time to plan. So, what we're going to do, it's going to be I'm going to attempt a 2-weekly schedule. There are going to be gaps. There are going to be. Because I have to manage between myself, my players, and everything else in between. So there are going to be gaps. That's going to be a fact. There's also going to be times where we just won't be able to do it for whatever reason, you know? Something's going on, that kind of thing, right? But when it does happen, ideally, I'll be on that consistent time, which I'll put into my schedule. Then, what we'll do, what I'll try to do as well is on the day, be it Saturday or Sunday, ideally Saturday, but if not Sunday, I want to try and do my streams at that time on that day from then on, just so I actually have something there constantly, just so you guys are used to that, so it's consistent, and then you guys get used to the new schedule. What I'm going to try and do on those days, though, is stream for a bit longer, because I'll be starting earlier. So even if I'm not doing the Dark Heresy, I'll be doing something for longer. It might be more than one something. We might change what I'm doing partway through, right? We'll see. But it'll mean that you guys who normally join in later will at least still have something to come to rather than just nothing at all. Because what I don't want is I don't want it to be a case that those of you who normally come for my later stuff feel like you're missing out because you're not able to curb the early stuff. I don't want that for you guys. So I'm willing to put in the effort to make sure that you guys all get your time over here. Will I be tired as fuck for the first couple times? Of course I will. Will it be better off in general, though, for us all? I think so. So, when I'm not doing Dark Heresy, whatever day it is I'm not doing that will be my whatever day. So it might end up meaning that my whatever day moves to a Sunday rather than a Saturday. We will see. Again, I would prefer it immensely if it was a Saturday, because it just keeps consistency. And I desperately want to keep consistency. It's good for me as well, because I'm a creature of habit. I need my routine. So, with that being said, we'll see what happens. Obviously, compromises are going to have to happen on my part. I'm prepared for that. I knew there was going to be some going forward. Ideally, if I can, 6 o'clock on Saturday is great. That gives me many hours. And it isn't too early. But again, we'll see with that one. I keep saying we'll see, but really that is all I can say, because I don't know. I don't know what exactly is going to happen with this. I'm hoping it'll be a nice long campaign, we'll have lots of fun. But, again, these things can go all kinds of ways. But I have my plans, I have a general longer term idea for the plot already somewhat in my head, based on a few cool ideas I've seen, and a few of my own ideas, thrown together, blended, and then spat at the other side as some kind of crazy concoction only I can realise. Can I make it happen? Well, that's a whole other question. But I'm going to try my best. For you guys, my players, I'm going to try my best. There's going to be fumbles, there's going to be stumbles. But my overall plan for the streams is as followed. If I can, I may start a little earlier before the session and do a little yapper, you know? Do a bit of just chatting, we just yap, we talk. And then players come in, we switch over, put on Roll20, switch it over to the RPG category, and then we play the session. Do the session. If we need breaks, we'll have breaks. If it's just the players having breaks, not me, then I may take a moment just to chat with you guys a little bit. Then, when they come back, carry on. After the session, I'll probably do a bit of a post-game yap. And then, wrap it up there. That's my plan. That's my plan, overall. And I'll discuss that with the others, that is what I want to do. And go from there. But it's all ideas in my head that I need to discuss in detail. I did a little bit of discussion regarding stream stuff, but we were mostly focusing on getting characters made. This Saturday we'll be focusing on learning the rules, so that we're a bit more familiar. And I'm reminded, and those who are newer, like Devil, who has not played Dark Heresy before, will get to learn the rules, which is especially important for him as he's playing a Psyker, probably one of the more mechanically complex characters. It's not the simplest thing, I'll be honest, it's not simple at all. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I won't recommend starting as a Psyker. It's cool, and definitely you can pick it up, but it's kinda complicated. And I'll be honest with you, it's not the easiest thing in the world to learn, at all. It's a really hard thing to learn, because of all the extra things that affect you. If you bolt something up, it might cause a different table to roll. There's also a few chances you could just instantly die. And also blanks are your nightmare, because they can fuck with you in ways no one else can. But also you're uniquely fucked by them, because a blank can just ignore your powers, which is pretty bad. I don't think they can ignore force weapons, although technically speaking you could argue, but I think they can be hurt by force weaponry, which is good. But then some of them can lower your psi rating, which could mean your force weapon just stops working or gets weaker because you're weaker. That's also a problem. Again, the chance to encounter a blank, very low. However, there are stats for blanks that are enemies potentially, be it the Calexis Assassin, I want to say, which would only really happen if they really pissed off the Imperium a lot. It'd have to be a lot to get one of them to turn up, or they piss off the Temple. The other one is if they ended up upsetting some Eldar Harlequins, and there was a Solitaire among them. A Solitaire could do some damage. Because mechanically, they're a blank. And that's terrifying. Because they are fucking dangerous. But again, a Solitaire's a very late on threat. Also, with Harlequins, it's kind of weird. Because they have an agenda. And a Solitaire gets a unique role in that plan of theirs, you know? A Solitaire, let's put it this way. When they do their plays, a Solitaire, in essence, plays the role of Slanesh, and they are the only one allowed to do so. Because they're marked by Slanesh, they're going to go to Slanesh, no matter what. As such, they are allowed to play the role. You might think that doesn't mean much. It means they have a very unique, respected, but also very sad part to play. But you might say, oh, well, it's just a play. Yeah, well, for Harlequins, war is a play. When they go to war with you, they enact a play on you. You might say, well, Harlequins look like clowns. They are clowns. Eldar clowns. An Eldar sense of humour is fucking weird. And Harlequins have some nasty weapons. They scare the fuck out of the Dark Eldar. And remember, the Dark Eldar are freaks. Absolute freaks. So you can gather that they're fucking weird people, Harlequins are. And they're statted, actually, in the book. Yes, they're statted. They're very dangerous, so I don't intend to throw them at the players too early, but, I mean, if they're rocking those kind of stats, I don't know, chat. I'm not so sure. I'll have to see how the test game goes, I want to see how they handle just something basic, right? Something simple and basic and easy to understand from a mechanic standpoint, and I might throw something crazy at them, like a demon, in a test, right? See how they handle something a bit more freaky. Nothing crazy, like a lesser demon. Maybe. Tempted. But it's going to be a simple combat, nothing crazy. It might involve a bit of zero-G, which is its own thing. There's rules around moving in zero gravity. Again, they don't come up too often, but it's a niche kind of thing. To be fair, the problem with Dark Heresy, learning it, is there's so many rules, so many situations, it's hard to do all of them. Like, Dungeons and Dragons, you'll use most of the rules most of the time. Sometimes. Unless you just ignore most skill checks and just have a combat-heavy session. But a lot of the time, you'll have a skill check. Dark Heresy has a lot of specific skill checks and lore checks. And there are all kinds of situations that can come up that you'll go, huh, roll me one of those. Like a security check, or scrutiny. It's a bit like, if memory serves, scrutiny, and you like something to do someone's lying to you, basically. I think, memory serves. I could be completely fucking wrong. I mean, just dumb. But there's also like tech use, but also what the checks have different stuff, like Medicaid, right? You could use Medicaid to diagnose someone with an issue. Let's say they've got like a, I don't know, concussion, right? And you go, he's got a concussion. Okay, that's step one. Then you can treat it. There's all kinds about treating stuff. Doing dissections is also Medicaid. Doing bodily enhancements, also Medicaid. For example, I have a mechanical limb, you're missing a limb, I want to attach that limb to you to replace the missing limb. That requires an operation. A Medicaid check. It may also require a bit of tech use, but mostly Medicaid to attach that fucker, because bionics are not uncommon in the Imperium, and the party could get some. They could also get enhancements like subdermal armor. Literal plates under the skin, essentially. Or a metal brain case, essentially armor in the skull to protect the brain. Mechanical heart. And various other MacGuffins. If they're a tech priest or have the Adeptus Mechanicus implants trait, they get access to mechadendrites and other unique Mechanicus-only stuff. A heretic also gets these, but they have to get the mechadendrites separately. Admech start with one. I had a character that was a medical Admech, and thus he had a big old medical mechadendrite. I made good use of that thing. I got to the point where I couldn't fail Medicaid check. Shame the campaign ended at that point, but I got there. To be fair, it ended because we had another guy who was playing a bit of a bruiser, and how shall we say, he didn't know the term subtlety very well. That's all. In fact, I would say he was a very unsubtle motherfucker. And kind of blew our cover massively. And subtlety is a thing to track. I need to find a good way of tracking that. Not for maybe this act so much, but future acts, definitely. This act, subtlety, they're already kind of unsubtle by not being from the ship. And though the crew's pretty big, if there's any alive, assuming the crew are alive, they'd be a pretty big crew, but they'd know. They know these guys aren't of the crew. And those who, if any have survived, they would have to get pretty tight together to wait out the horrors before them. For they are surrounded by death. They're in there. In the warp for who knows how long. We don't know if the Geller field still works because, well, you know, it might just be broken. Because it could, genuinely, it could just be fucked. It could be absolutely fucked. And they'd have no idea. So. But all this and more they will discover in time. Once I have a date nailed down, I will have my planning finalised, my maps made, my NPCs created, my tokens ready, and my questions for God and everyone else prepared as well. For why I did this to myself. Because I enjoy it. It's the closest thing to masochism, I guess, I do, being a DM. But you know what, I enjoy it. In a roundabout way, I'd say I actually do quite like it. It's a creative outlet that's very unique, and there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of planning an interesting session and people actually enjoying it. You know, it's... Honestly, sometimes I think it's the approach I should try for my streaming. But you can't really plan streams as much. My just chatting is kind of spontaneous. Sometimes I'm full of energy and can just ramble on about whatever bullshit for fucking hours. Way beyond what the stream would have been. Other than that, it can be sometimes a bit low energy. Because I am fucking tired. Which is the problem. Believe me, it is a very real problem I'm aware of. And I am trying to dress, but some days I cannot. Some days, like I said, the eep is strong, and today it is very strong. It do be very strong today, holy shit. Now, sadly, I don't have any updates on the outfit yet, but I'm hoping we will soon. As for 3.0, I have not commissioned that yet. I'm going to wait a little bit. Also, the person I'd be commissioning is having some technical difficulties on their end, so I don't want to bother them with a new commission right as they're trying to sort out their current ones and dealing with a laptop problem, so I don't want to mess with and bother them right now. They are busy enough as it is. So I'll leave that be for a time. Which is fine. When they're all back to normal, then I will reach out and we'll get that process underway. That'll take some time, and that's fine. I'm happy for that to take as much time as it needs. Because, for one, got his outfit coming. Two, these things need to take time. Get the proper job done. No, I don't want to rush stuff. At the end of the day, I don't like rushing people when it comes to this sort of thing. I think these things need to take their time. And they should take their time. They shouldn't be rushed. I've always said this. An artist needs to be able to do their thing unbothered as much as possible, because then they produce their best work. Now, obviously, now and then you might have to just go, hey, yeah, how's things going? But, as I say, oh, fucking hell. Have I just completely muted my own fucking brain cells here? That's... Fucking hell, that's what's hard now, apparently. I'm that tired. Oh. I'll tell you what, chat. What time we are? We might wrap up a little earlier. Just a little earlier. Just because I desperately need to catch up on sleep, I think. So my apologies for the slightly shorter one. I realise sometimes these are a bit shorter, but sometimes I don't want to overstay the welcome, you know? I think a good yapper, these are shorter streams anyway. And sometimes I get the full 2 hours, or a bit longer. Sometimes it's just, I'm very tired. So, we'll be back for Tuesday. For a bit of make War, not love. Because I am a single motherfucker. There is much total warring to do. So, my dear chat, thank you all for being here. And I promise I will try my best to get some extra sleep tonight. Be ready for tomorrow. With that being said, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Do take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful Valentine's if you're doing anything for it. If not, hey, you can always join the Lord me. We'll do some bloodshed together. Till then, ta-ta for now.